Pikachu, Pokemon's mascot. It's so lovable, so adorable, that each generation since then, we've had a Pikachu clone. Today we're going to rank them, including Gen 9's Pami. So before we can rank these Pikaclones, we have to determine first, what makes up Pikachu? Pikachu is based off a real-world mouse, and because of this, it's easy to relate to his design. Pikachu is simple, cute, yet cool. It features large eyes and a sharp tail resembling a lightning bolt. These features, plus its neutral color, means it appeals to both boys and girls. And although Pikachu's design has changed over the years, probably from eating a little less Caterpie and Weedle, it still remains Pokemon's unquestionable mascot. So today we're only looking at the Pikaclones. We will not be taking a look at his evolutionary line. That means no Pichu, no Raichu. But let's see where these guys rank out. In 8th place, we have Gen 3's Plusle and Minun. You may be asking why these two adorable clones are in last place. And while true purely off design they wouldn't be here, the fact of the matter is they rip off most of Pichu's design. While I can appreciate the color differences from most of these other Pikaclones, the fact still remains that they don't have a lot separating themselves from the rest. And because of this, they fall in last place. In 7th place, we have Generation 8's Morpeko. This little multicolored jelly bean fills this 7th place role because, unlike Plusle and Minun, I don't really like their colors. The yellows, brown, and gray don't really do it for me, as well as their form changes. I'm not really into this gimmick, and that brings Morpeko down for me. In the 6th spot, we've got Generation 6, Dedenne. Dedenne has a lot of things going for it. Dedenne's proportions are really nice. It's got a little bit of a chunk to it, but still small, cute. It's a hamster with an antenna. I also like that it picks up the fairy typing. So why is it further down the list? Well, the first thing is, its official artwork looks like the ears are just pasted onto it. And while the anime does a better job of making this look more natural, this still bothers me. Also, personally, I just don't like the hamster as much as I do in some of these other animals, so for that reason, he's placed number 6. In 5th place, we have a tie. We've got Mimikyu and Togedemaru. Mimikyu is one of those Pokemon that I feel like you either love or hate. I love the fact that it's a ghost trying to look like Pikachu. It's creative, silly, it really works. However, for some, it's not a true Pikaclone. I know some people think it's really cute. I know the design isn't really going for what the other ones are, but at the same time, it's not what I look for in my Pikaclone. Now let's talk about Togedemaru. This little puffball is adorable. I like that it's got the steel typing. I like that it looks just like a round puff with spikes. I like the coloring, especially the white with the yellow popping. So why is it in 5th place? Basically, I just like everything else above this a little more. I also think the mass appeal is a little less on this one, so that's why he's ranked at 5th. Number 4, Gen 2, Meryl. Now hear me out on this one. I know it's not electric typing, it doesn't look quite the same as the others, but it is a water mouse. So separating it obviously because of the water typing, which I think is pretty cool. It's got the blue coloring, also with some red in there. It's got the same kind of shape as Togedemaru, just a little puff ball, which I like. It's got those tiny little beady eyes, which is pretty cute. And it's the original Pikaclone, in my opinion. So what holds Meryl back? A couple things. One, it's a little more controversial. It's also kind of annoying in the anime. But as far as a Pikaclone, it does its job while being different. At the number 3 spot, we've got a Molga. With all the rest of these clones, I think they're done very, very, very well. A Molga is different enough that it's got that little flying squirrel deal going on. The design is cute but cool, kind of like Pikachu. The colors are amazing. White, yellow, that like dark charcoaly color looks great. It's the perfect mix of a clone but doing its own thing and looking different. It's amazing. I just think the last two do a little better job. Number 2, Pachasu. This squirrel Pikaclone is adorable. The colors are amazing. I love the light blue, the white, and the way that those play with the yellow cheeks. I'm surprised it hasn't become more popular. And for me, until today, it was my favorite Pikaclone. But number one in the newest generation, Pommy. So I love that this guy is chunky, but not just round. I like the coloring with the kind of green in the ears. I don't like the coloring as much as the other two, but the design with it, I don't know if it's got a little bit of like bear, panda kind of, maybe even a little monkey kind of vibes with it, but it's so cute. I'm really hoping it has an evolution, but even if it doesn't, this so far I think is perfect. I love that it's got those charging paws, almost like it's gonna zap someone back to life. Again, for a Pikaclone, I think they did an amazing job, and it's my new favorite. But let me know what you guys think. What did I mess up with? Give me your list. What's your top 5 favorite Pikaclones?